Hi guys, it's Chris and I'm so excited to share the September showcase with you guys. Our little group is growing and the number of cards that we received this month is up. I'm so glad to hear that. I hope you guys enjoy them all. I think you will. I hope you guys will keep spreading the word, inviting your crafty friends to come join us. My goal is to get 50 card makers involved in this group so we can have 50 cards each month for each theme. So let's see if we can meet that goal. This month the theme was autumn and Halloween. But I wanted to share with you that our theme next month for October is thankful. And it was inspired by Thanksgiving, but that does not mean it has to be a Thankgiving card. I realize that most people do not send Thanksgiving cards, but I thought it could be something you're thankful for. It could be flowers, it could be leaves, it could be whatever. Whatever you were inspired by this word. So basically any thank you card, which means it can be open to anything. It can be silly, it can be funny, whatever you want to do. But the theme is thankful for October. And November, we're going to do Christmas because how can we not? Tis the season, right? Time to start thinking about all that. So without further ado, let's get down to our autumn cards. These were phenomenal, guys. I'm so excited. The first one up is from Kathy Ott, and she is a fabulous watercolorist. I love what she did here. Just, when you start looking at it, look at all the trees and all the little, branches or, just the detail in that. And I love, like, this one's really detailed and then over here it's not. Like, contrasting the two, it's just absolutely stunning. I love it. I would like to know where this is so I could book a ticket. So Kathy, if you can let me know where your inspiration comes from, because this just looks so serene and beautiful. Fabulous job. Thank you for participating. I love seeing your work. Our next one up, I believe, is from our new person. It's Teresa. I love this card. She combined lots of different elements to make this. It looks like she fussy cut, possibly, these elements, the scarecrow, the sunflower, and the pumpkin, and put them onto some decorative paper with a punched border. They go together perfectly. I love the twine. It just gives it an extra something. And the cherry on top is this foiled sentiment. I love it. It catches the light just perfectly and it just ties it all together. So very nice card, Teresa. Thank you for sharing with us. If I didn't say, Teresa is from Texas. So very nice. Our next card is from Sherry Warner. She's from New York. I love this card. She wrote me a note, or she wrote a note, so someone's going to get a really nice note in this card about how she did this. This is a step from Stampin' Up. It can either be an apple or a pumpkin, which is clever, and it looks like she fussy cut a leaf. But what is really awesome is this background. Do you remember, like, I don't know how long you've been stamping, but those wheels that we, like, wheeled across paper? It was, like, before background stamps to get a complete background. Well, she unmounted her wheel and then stamped that several times in order to get this background paper. I might have to go through my wheels and see if they're cool. I have them and they've been sitting untouched for 10 plus years. So what a clever use of your supplies. I love the stitching. What a fun detail. And she also decorated the inside of hers. Happy birthday with some leaves. So very nice job, Sherry. Someone's going to love getting this. Another calming, beautiful card. This is from Margaret. I'm going to hold this up and see if the camera will get it. Can you guys see that these leaves are embossed? Look at the veins and the details in the leaves. Hopefully you can see that. But just a really cool, neat effect with like a sunset and it just has a very serene feel to this card. I love the like copper or brass rhinestones. Very nice. I don't think she decorated. And there's just a piece of ivory cardstock on the inside. Very nice. Thank you, Margaret. Wonderful job. And on our next card, Wendy did a basket of leaves. And I really love this. It looks like she used watercolor. It looks like she used Copic markers to color this. So wonderful job on the shading. I love that she tied in the colors of the leaves to the background paper around it. Wonderful job. But here is, for me anyway, the best part of this card is I opened it up and I saw this tree and it just made me so happy. This might have been my first stamp set when I first seriously started to get into stamping. Like, I had stuff as kids, but like when I first got into it, I think it was a tree for all seasons. There was like, you know, one for fall, one for winter, spring, and summer. And I have not seen this in forever, and I still have mine. So Wendy, you may have inspired me to get mine out and make a card with it, because I was like, oh, it just touched my heart, just bringing me down memory lane. So thank you for that. Love everything. The colors are stunning. All right, the next up is, this is my card. I never know what to say about my own card. I used layering stamps to create this collage around this sentiment. The sentiment is from Unity and the stamps are from Sunny Studio if you are interested. I did splatter gold watercolor all over it to give it a little bit of twinkle shine to the card. I hope you guys like it. I always like participating too. Next up is a card from Susan. Susan is a watercolor artist, and she did some watercolor leaves for us. Amazing job. Nice little card. Next up is Cheryl Vasquez. Last month she did a card with a mushroom on it too, and she did draw it, and so I imagine she drew this one too. She put a note in here that she said that when she was younger, she felt like she couldn't draw a straight line, but she realized that she felt comfortable doodling. And so I assume that's evolved over time, and look at her now. This is just an absolutely gorgeous card. I love all the little details. This cat in the window, oh my God, cracks me up. What a wonderful idea. I love the colors in the pumpkin mimic the colors of the mushroom top thing, whatever you call that, and the white border around all that just sets the whole thing off. So the composition of this is just, you have a very artistic talent. So thank you for sharing that with us. All right, next up, this is another very special card. This is from Evelyn France in Ohio. She is 93 years young, and I am very proud to call her my grandmother. And she has started participating in our swap, and just look at the beautiful card she created. I'm so proud of her. Good job, Grammy. And I mean, she sponged some ink colors behind these leaves to make them stand out, and this one's popped up from the card. It's just a really, really nice card. So I hope that you keep participating, and we love seeing what you're up to, Evelyn, or Grandma, whatever you want to call her. She likes both. All right, next, this is similar, 3 leaves, but look at this, 3 leaves, but look how different they are. Both wonderful, but different. So these leaves are backed with this really cool paper. Oh my gosh, I don't know if the camera picks it up, but it is super, super sparkly. I am absolutely in love with this. This card has just so many neat features about it. I love the glitter paper. I love the colors. She has this really cool leaf embossing folder, and I love how it looks like they're falling because the way it's distributed. She has them raised up with this blue in the background to pop off. Just very, very nice. So good job, Peggy. This is from Deb Brown, and it looks like she drew this. How cute are these mice? Oh my God, I wish I had a friend to sit in a gourd with and drink hot chocolate. Like, oh my God, where do I get one of those? Is anyone available? Like, let's make this a thing. This is just absolutely wonderful. I love your creativity. I wish this was a stamp because I would totally color this and use this on fall cards. So I love your design, Deb. This is phenomenal. Thank you for sharing. All right, we have one last autumn card before we get to our Halloween cards. This one is from Susan from New York. This one, it looks like it was cut from designer paper, and it's very, very pretty. What's really nice is this like copper flower. It just sets the whole card off. It just shines and catches the eye, and I love that the bird's like looking up at that. Wonderful card, Susan. Great job. All right, let's do some Halloween cards. Halloween is my favorite holiday. I love it because you get to be silly. No one, you know, there's no rules. You get candy. Like, what is there not to love? It's Halloween. So thank you guys for all who sent in Halloween cards because they're just so fun. This card's by Margaret, and I believe she made this out of a napkin. And this is a technique I haven't revisited in a lot of years, but you can take a napkin and glue it down to the paper. There's lots of methods of gluing. You can YouTube it if you're interested, and then covered it with glitter, and it just sparkles and shines, and just a very cool spooky card. And I believe she did the inside too. There's magic in this night. What a cool saying. And I love the cat and the spider. Very nice. Thank you for sharing that, Margaret. What a cool thing. And next up is House Mouse. This one is by Wendy, I believe. So on the back, she didn't have her name, and I should have wrote it when I came in, but I'm pretty sure this is from Wendy. And House Mouse has been a longtime favorite of mine, so I eked with joy when I opened up this envelope. I was so excited. She colored these with Copic markers, and it's embossed with rickrack all the way around. So it's just very, very cool. And on the inside, she made it very sweet by wishing you sweet treats. And I love that she included the candy. So how fun is that? So good job. All right, we have a couple cat cards. Let me get them all together here. So we have a trio of cat cards, I believe. Look at this. How fun is this? So we'll go through each one of them, but I just wanted to try to show them to you all by side. I love that these two both use rhinestone for the eyes. What a clever idea. I love that. This one looks like this cat might be a little more spooky. It's got some toot. It's got the hair up. This one is from Teresa in Texas, and I love how she uses decorative paper. I don't think to do this stuff, so this is one of the things I'm so glad you guys are doing and sharing, is she die cut the circle out of decorative paper to make the moon. And I love, it creates all that shading and texture in there for you. And then same thing with the clock. It looks like she fussy cut this clock out of somewhere as a background. It's just a perfect backdrop for that spooky little kitty. I hope I don't meet that cat in a dark alley anywhere. It would probably beat me up. This next one is by Debbie Hill, and she went the cute route, and look at that, just the cute little kitty cat decorative paper. And she did the inside as well as have a perfect Halloween. And I remember this stamp set was from Stampin' Up, and I'm like kicking myself I didn't get it now. How cute is that? And she put one on the envelope as well. Just so cute, Debbie. It's perfect, some would say. And then we have our last one up, which is from Peggy, the cat cards. And she did some really cool things here that, at least, that I picked up on. First off, she's got this glitter paper. I don't know where you guys are getting this from. It's really cool glitter paper. It is so sparkly, and it just adds enough, twinkle to the cardstock to liven it all up. But, I mean, the striped background is really cool, but then she paired it with this chevron, and it's just, they match up so well. And the other little thing she did was she put this little pumpkin here and then carried that theme all the way through on the inside. Just thought that was a really cool, well thought out touch. So Peggy, great job. I really love your cards. Thank you so much for participating. All right, we got another fun one. This is from Margaret. And this is a fun fold. I have never seen this fun fold before. I was excited. I always like new ideas. So here she told me, she put Post-it notes to tell me where to pull. You pull here and here, and it pulls apart, and you have this really cool Cebu Scary On. And another little cool thing I figured out is that if you put them together part way, it sits up on your desk, and you see this, but just to show you, it sits up on the desk perfectly. It's just a nice way for the observer to, get a little extra, decoration out of it, so it's not, falling over on the mantle. Just really, really nice. So I might have to give this a try, Margaret. The other little thing that she did, and I shouldn't say little because it might have been hard, who knows, she turned this into a pendulum. So when you pick it up, the pumpkin's, the witchy pumpkin, her legs swing back and forth. And it's just so cool. And it looks like she put glossy accents on the boots, which just makes me smile. So what a cool thing. I might have to try this fun fold. Never have I done this one. So stay tuned. We might have that coming up in my future. All right, next card is from me. This is a cool technique. I made a video if you guys are interested, but I floated alcohol ink on top of water, and then I dipped the papers in. And each paper you get is different, and you get these really kind of, I think they look, in this case, spooky, but you get these cool backgrounds. And then the best way to use them is to stamp silhouette stamps on top. And then because I wanted Halloween, I stamped this one on top, and I just love it. It looks ominous. I don't think I would go trick-or-treating at this house. I would skip this house. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. If you guys are interested, I'll link that video below, but just kind of something different. All right, lastly, the last Halloween card is by Sherry Warner in New York. This card was girl, you got some skills. Look at this. She made grass and she cut the grass all different lengths. Look at that. And then she cut, you know, circles in a rectangle to make a wagon, but then she embossed it with the wood just to get all that texture. And then she used this little clip thing. I think we used to use these for ribbon, like forever and ever ago, to make the little handle on the wagon. Like, seriously, like, how cool is that? These pumpkins, she punched ovals and glued them together to make the pumpkins, and then embossed the background with the woods. So just a really, really cool, I mean, there's so much texture and dimension to this card. It's just amazing. And it says for Halloween. I'm going to go through the details, but I do have, if you guys want to stay, I have a surprise here at the end of this little spiel. But just, I want to invite you guys all to participate next month. A real quick reminder, October is thankful. Use anything you want. Interpret thankful any way you want. Go for it. When you send your card in, just make sure you send a self-addressed envelope or $1 to cover the cost of stamps and whatnot. Here's the address, so if you want to take a screenshot of that of where to send your cards. If you'd like to work ahead, November is going to be Christmas, so you can start getting your creative juices flowing, and tell your friends, let's grow our group. Let's go to 50. We can do it, guys. I just want more people to use their stuff. I want us to share our creativity with each other. So, all right. I have some extra cards to share with you. This month was my birthday month, and so if you want to hang out, I will share my birthday cards so you can see what people were making me and just get a few more ideas. This is a really nice one. She cut this out of decorative paper and she sponged around the edges, I think, a little bit, just to give some depth to that balloon. It was very, very nice. I love how that turned out, so great job. Thank you for that. Here is another one. What a cool combination of paper. I love the basket weave and the wood texture. And it looks like they colored this flower, I think with alcohol markers. And the gold really pulls that all together. This one was really nice as well. I love the gold detail. Definitely metallics. I'm seeing that there's a metallic theme that is very popular. I mean, this card seems really simple, but when you put that gold there, it just zhuzhes the whole thing up. And I really love how the light catches on the rhinestone and that gold. Just a wonderful, wonderful card. This one, they die cut a bunch of chevrons, and then they put them together in a pattern to make this hello card. Just a really neat way to use some decorative paper. Now, this one is from my mother, and I'm proud of her because she made an impossible card. So this stands up, and you can see it on your desk. Now, the funny thing is that she knows that I'm not the biggest fan of this paper. I just think it's really busy. But, so she's been teasing me for a couple months now. I'm going to make your birthday card out of this paper. And she did. She actually did. But, you know what? She used it in such a way that I absolutely love it. I think this card is stunning. So I'm so happy with how it turned out. Thank you. I love it. You're such a good mom. Another, this is a birthday card, but it's fall. I love these colors. They're like watercolory. I think they're done with stamps, but they have that watercolor look. And I love how the little twine sets it all off, just pulls it all together. Next up, this is a blast from the past. I can't remember how old this stamp set is, but it brought me down memory lane, and I do have it somewhere. I might have to dig this out and use it too. She used markers to color it to get the different looks, but she found some paper that matched it perfectly, and it looks so beautiful. This is from a good friend in New York. Her name's Donna, and just another really, really nice card. I love how she popped the cake up off of here. I also like how I tend to feel like I have to color everything, and I like that she didn't color this. It just adds a really cool, neat, I don't know, simplicity but elegant look to the whole card. And so thank you for reminding me of how wonderful it can be to just not color everything. Another really simple but just really pretty. This background paper is so pretty, and they just put a simple happy birthday on it. And I love the, I mean, if you ask me, like, do I like yellow and purple together, I'd be like, eh, but this works. This is so pretty. It pulls out those yellow centers of the card. Very well put together and thought out. Great job. Love it. We'll treasure these. This one is from my son. He colored, he did this, the rainbow, and then even made the letters rainbow. He is so fun. And then on the inside, he wrote, I love you, Mom. I love you, Daddy. Love, Ryan. And he drew a picture. This is Cuca Lake. And this is the hill we walk up in our car that we park at the top of the hill. I'm not sure what this is, but I'm going to say it's a rainbow over the lake. And then on the back, this is the part that just melted my heart. That's me, Ryan, and Declan, my other son. So very, very sweet. I will treasure this forever. So I'm so glad that he was thoughtful enough. He did that all on his own. His dad didn't even tell him to do it. So he's a good kid. And lastly, this is Ryan's card he wanted to share with all of you. He's really into number blocks and counting. And so this is his number block card. So if you have any littles that would like to exchange cards with him, he would be all over that. So if you know anybody in your family that's in that age range that's into card making, let me know. We'll chat. So at any rate, again, thank you for joining me. I know this video was a little longer than normal. I'm so excited to see all your creations. These are going to go out in the mail tomorrow, and I can't wait till October to see what you guys come up with. See you guys soon, and thank you for joining me. Bye.